another episode of Studibly Education. So today we have Zoe coming to our channel and she will be talking to you guys about how she got into Princeton University, and she also has some suggestions for the overall application processes. And if you want to get into great colleges, please like our videos and hit the subscribe buttons. And now Zoe, take it away.
Hi, my name is Zoe Montague. I attended St. Johnsbury Academy for high school, and for college I'll be attending Princeton, where I'll most likely major in English. I was also accepted to the University of Vermont, Fordham, Boston College, Colorado College, Dartmouth, and Princeton. I took 8 AP exams throughout my time in high school, and I got 1 score of 3, 2 scores of 4, and 5 scores of 5. I received the AP Capstone Diploma. The AP courses that I took were psychology, seminar, biology, English literature, English language, Latin, AP research, and US government and politics. I didn't take the ACT, but I took the SAT and got a 1500. My unweighted GPA was around 96 out of 100, which is about a 4.1, and my weighted GPA was around 102 out of 100. That's a really good question. So in high school, I took classes that I was really interested in, like dance and philosophy, which I think really paid off, because I think that colleges want to see students who are passionate and motivated and have interests in specific things, not just students who fill up a resume with AP classes just for the sake of being impressive. So I would definitely recommend taking challenging classes like AP classes and honors level courses, because that shows colleges that you can handle advanced material. But I really believe that you should choose your classes based on your interests and passions. Don't completely fill out your schedule with APs that you don't care about just to impress college admissions officers, because you'll end up bored and stressed out and it'll seem like you have no personality. If you take challenging classes in subjects that you love, I think it shows colleges that you're a real person with real interests and talents, and it also helps you to maintain a high GPA, in my opinion, because you're more motivated to work hard in classes that you like. In high school, I played varsity volleyball, gymnastics, and ultimate frisbee. I was the captain of the volleyball and ultimate teams. I was the president of the National Honor Society. I was a member of a civics competition that won the state championship my senior year. I was the captain of Scholars Bowl, which is an academic quiz bowl competition. Those were my main extracurriculars in high school. Yeah, my tip about extracurriculars is to pick a few to commit to. Don't try to do everything, because again, admissions officers wants to see who you are and what makes you you and what makes you unique, and so they only have a little bit of information to do that, and the extracurriculars that you do can be a really good window into who you are. So you want to find a few extracurriculars that you're interested in and get very involved in them. Try to do them for several years and become captain or president or whatever if possible, to show that you're passionate about that topic, that area, and that you also have those leadership skills. I think starting a club or a company or something, if you can make it successful, is really also good and shows the same things. So in my case, I did most of my extracurriculars for all 4 years, and I think that showed that I was committed. I knew what I was interested in, and I was committed to those topics and those activities, and then I was able to use my interest in that to obtain a leadership position. My college essay was about a photograph of my family. I described what the photograph looked like and then tied each of my different interests and values to some aspect of the picture. Yeah, so my suggestion about why the school essays is just to make them specific. I think the worst thing that you can do is just make them very vague and formulaic about, how you love the school's location and environment and academics. So instead you want to write a different essay for each school and talk about specifics, classes that you want to take and why you want to take them, professors that you want to work with and why you're interested in their research, etc. And then show how the school's opportunities fit with your interests and talents. For example, how you could continue certain research in this area that you're really passionate about if you got to work with this professor at this school. So the point is to make it personal and specific. I think this kind of essay is really hard because for many people it's hard to quantify exactly why they want to go to a certain school, but I would just emphasize avoiding a vague and general essay. And then my main time and stress management tip is just to start early as far as essays are concerned. So work on your essays over the summer, even if prompts for the Common App and for specific colleges haven't specifically come out. They often don't change that much from year to year, especially the Common App ones. So you can at least start brainstorming good topics for college admissions essays. You can start writing drafts and everything. And then once you've written some drafts, my main tip is to ask lots of people who know you really well to read it and tell you whether it reflects your personality, your interests, and everything accurately. But then at the end of the day, you have to remember that it's your essay to submit, and that you should submit what you think is best, which is not necessarily what everyone else thinks is best. So basically get feedback and take it seriously, but ultimately decide for yourself which essay you're going to submit. I thought my interview for Princeton went really well. We just had a great conversation about my academic and extracurricular interests and why I wanted to go to Princeton and about her Princeton experience, what the positives and negatives of the school were. She was very kind and thoughtful, so it wasn't stressful at all. So basically, an interviewer will reach out to you at some point once you've submitted your application, and you'll agree on a time and a place, usually a coffee shop or a library, although this year it's going to be online probably. You'll agree on a place to meet, and I'm sure the format and the sort of style of the interview will vary from interviewer to interviewer, but I think that most interviews are pretty laid back. They're pretty informal and friendly. The interviewer just wants to get to know you and see whether you'd be a good fit for their alma mater. So my tips about interviews are to be a few minutes early, to dress nicely but not too formally or too informally, and be polite and friendly. I would also recommend thinking beforehand about your answers to common interview questions like, why do you want to go to this school? What do you want to major in? What were your favorite classes in high school? What do you do outside the classroom? Those kinds of questions. It can be helpful to have a few things that you have prepared so that if your mind goes blank, you hopefully have something to just answer real quick. My biggest tip is just to treat it as a conversation. I mean, it's normal to be nervous, and that's okay, but just remember that the interviewer is your friend, not your enemy. They're volunteering their time to get to know you and to try to help you get into your school. That's a good way to think about it. So just be yourself, talk about what really interests you, don't make stuff up to sound impressive, and you'll be friendly and you'll have a great interview.
Well, that's the end of the video. Please like our videos and subscribe to our channel, and we will post more information and interviews about how to prepare for the colleges. And see you guys next time.